Okay, so I just got here in order to try and catch Hakaishin Indra just in time here for the closer for his stream, because him and Anti-Venom were streaming back to back. I got a chance to earn my opportunity to face Indra, so I'm here to take this. My team was already set to go, as I came here off of Anti-Venom stream prior to, and as such I need to be ready for this, as this is an opposition that towers above a lot of other fighters and competitors I've faced before now. I was also warned ahead of time from my fighting peers and whatnot to see this as a learning experience, and that's exactly what I aim to do, and see how I can hold my own against a god of destruction level competitor, and this is on like a whole other plateau of what I may usually see. I have studied Indra some, so I know he's another Android 21 main, so I have an idea on some of his fighting style, but I don't know about these assists. Let's make it do what it do.
Something good, but nothing goes the way it should. With all the memories, yeah, they're haunting me. Thought I could make it through, but in the end, I know I'm going to lose. So today seems like a good day to die.
Okay, there's a decent chunk to revise while it's still fresh in my head at the moment, and I'd rather try to go over it now rather than later this morning when I forget a lot of it while it's still important. Later in the morning or otherwise, it needs to be noted, winning and losing wasn't really the point of the one-on-one, as this powerful adversary fought me in earnest from the very beginning. Technically, it was already over before it even began, if I'm being honest. The objective here was to actually test myself and break my habits against a fighter that can likely easily exploit them, so I can cut them out and do better in direct application. Let's see, point 1 I want to go over here is likely the neutral game. The neutral points of the matches are varying and scattered, but lacking a lot of committed added blows that I feel on my end could have solidified an early health lead with either a timely raw tag or early corner control at the cost of early mix-up options. My opposition's neutral pinpoints were almost rock solid. I wasn't able to try and read a lot of his movements and still have a response for some of them. In round 1, the neutral was not fully good, as the pace and movement randomly sped up or slowed down out of my control, but it wasn't terrible on my end. Round 2 onward, it's about the same issue, decrease here and there as I'm adapting and learning how Indra is coming at me. Round 5 was different some, as I was able to adapt a decent neutral play to gain selective ground from Indra to keep working on his Trunks and Gohan ultimately to a put-away point. One of those rounds, I think it was where I had Goku Black last live on a missed hit confirm. I didn't spark early on that 1 second I had on the drop when Trunks dropped right behind me, when I probably should have. As for the Gohan, his adult Gohan's block string setup pattern, like how he comes at me, like how he's first coming at me, it started to become more readable over time. And then another point I needed to highlight was mix-up game and mix-ups, how to do different types of attacks in order to collectively or selectively get your opponent open. This was really lightly touched on in the match itself, as the majority of the battle was a fight just to breach past neutral ground gaining against Indra, with the pace slowing down or speeding up. Some hits I had on hit were either off hit confirms, yet I didn't commit to the 1 or 2 of them, whereas on review of the match, had I done that, I could have confirmed an early corner advantage to keep pressure a few seconds more in my favor with added mix-up game from assists, and then try to see if I can bait out probably a hit here or there. I will say that guard cancel helped out a lot through some key highlights in the game, turning points back into neutral in order to keep up my health management, and at the same time, again, regain neutral in order to reset the pace of the match and go on from there and try something, do something, think of something, and to try and keep that pace going, because it's going to keep going and slowing down whether I like it or not. And well, that's about it that I can review right now, so I'm going to try and take time to sit, review the match, and see what it is that can be improved upon for later application, and see what we can do if I get my rematch. We'll see what the future holds. Alright, that covers my synopsis for right now. I'm going to hit the hay, drop by Ride's chat, and Venom's, say goodnight, all that stuff with the happy holidays. It's getting across to 4, almost 5 o'clock in the morning. Y'all have a good one ahead, as always, till all are one and all that junk.